Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. You guys are watching Girls Out Loud with me FATINI
and me DARA SWANDANA.
So this week is very special because we will live it all English.
All English. And also like unlike usual we have now a boy guest.
Yes, like previous week we have like also a boy. Right. It's not a boy, it's a brother actually.
Yeah.
He's still a boy.
A brother. So, what team we will be?
So this week we will talk about something. It's quite famous this time.
Quite famous. And like everyone are attracted to this thing.
Yes.
But not everyone have the chance to do this.
Yes.
So our guests are very special.
Yeah. So they will talk about travel.
Travel.
So who are the guests, Dara?
Okay. So here we have the guests. This is Shafia and this is Bakar, who also known as
Burn.
Okay, you can pronounce Burn. So how are you guys?
I'm fine.
Are you really fine or like you know the midterm
no,
is going
because
on?
the show is called Girls Out Loud. And I feel like 1, 2, 3, and then bow.
It's okay because like travel is like a universal thing,
gender
like,
neutral
thing. All people love that. And what major are you two from?
I'm from English Language and Literature.
I'm communication. Human science communication,
What year are you guys doing right now?
I'm second year, first semester.
Last year, done. Bye-bye. Almost graduating, yeah.
Oh, how do you feel?
I was a bit jealous of the convo that happened lately, like because I'm about to graduate, so I was hoping I would be the same with them, just take the certificate and run out. But yeah, 1 more year to go. Inshallah.
Inshallah, you can do it.
Inshallah.
And in this like empty space between right now until your convocation next year, do you plan to travel or something?
Of course, probably. Probably I'll do I'm willing to go to Indonesia. Recently, planning to go to Indonesia
Which
and
part?
Turkey. I have no idea. My friends told me to go to Bali, but most likely it'd be crowded with so many people, and I want to go like to different area where people haven't go to yet. So I'll just leave it to that time now when I'm planning. I haven't planned yet probably, but my next plan is on this month, on December to Turkey, inshallah.
So, but before we go further in what this topic, so can we know where you come from? As we know that you are
Yeah.
international student, right? So
Yes.
maybe some students out there never know where you come from. You can tell us a little bit
they
about
might
your
mistake
country.
me for Malaysian. I get that. Okay, so my name is Shafia, and I'm from China. I grew up in Beijing, and now I study here in IUM.
Oh wow, you don't look like Chinese at all.
Oh, I look like Malaysian, right? Yeah, I get that a lot. Like people.
I am from Somalia, but I was born in Saudi, so I have like I'm Somali.
Mixed.
I'm Somali. Not mixed. It's not like American. They go African American. They don't have like African Saudian. So, so I'm Somali. That's it.
Nice.
But
That's
you
it.
both went to Malaysia just for studying here. Or?
Yeah, that's the plan so far.
What is your first impression when you got to know? Oh, I will be going to Malaysia for study. What is your first impression about Malaysia?
In Malaysia, simply it was what I used to see on TV. The commercial, the twin towers, variety of culture mixed together. But once you come here, it's not the twin tower only. It's nasi lemak, ayam tenduri, all that kind of foods. But I have seen the diverse in the cultures, but it just looks the same though. I don't know how they put it in the media because you guys have so many visitors from all over the world, so that's what they say.
And also, International Islamic University also have other
Other students,
right, from all over the world, right?
Yeah.
How about you? Do you find like difficulties or amazement like when you first came here to Malaysia?
Oh, well, the first impression I have of Malaysia must be like so hot. It's too hot. This place is like very humid, and then it's just like I probably shouldn't eat spicy food like in Malaysia, but because I really like spicy food, so I eat it here anyways. Then I just like you shouldn't you shouldn't. It's too hot. But I also find like quite surprising how like diverse people are. Like there are Chinese and there are Indians, and then like you guys really all get along. And for someone who comes from a society that just really only have one race, so that's quite like surprising.
Well, I came
impressed.
from Saudi. We have a lot of race. Like we have the Indonesian, we have the Pakistanis, the Indian. But it just like the classes is different, so you could know who's the rich and the low. So that's it. But when it comes to the weather, right? My brother was here 1 year earlier than me, so this is the stupid thing that he did before he coming here, like expecting Malaysia would have winter and snow, all that kind of stuff. So he bought like he bought like 5 jackets, like literally 5 leather jackets, but he came here and there is no use for it. So when I was coming over, he was like, dude, just come with your shorts and banty and boxer and you're fine. That's it. So that was the good thing that I know before I came into.
But did when you decided to go here, like, is it because your passion in traveling to like you want to go so far from your country to, like?
I just wanted to escape home.
Oh.
I just wanted to escape home. I just wanted to try something new. So, and Malaysia was one of the options I got because my brother was here, and my dad doesn't trust leaving someone just to go anywhere. So he was like, since your brother is there, why don't you just go also there, continue to study so you can have the adventure that you want at the same time? Same time, son. And I was like, okay, because I'm getting out of the house, why not? I'm okay with it. So for now, that's what's seriously.
Are you the same with him?
Well,
Wanting to go
the
out of China?
initial thought would be the same, like as far away as possible. So like Malaysia wouldn't be the ideal choice because it's actually really kind of close. It would be like far away the better. But now like I've grown not like much older but bigger, then I see like it's probably not so bad being close to home because now you feel different for your families. Now it's good for you to being able to occasionally go back home and spend times with them. It's quite valuable. So,
I didn't put in count that I have to see my family once in a year, or that kind of stuff. So now that I know, I'll be like, oops, I made a wrong mistake. And the flight ticket is quite expensive from here to there. But then I was like, but you got your dream come true. Like you are a house, your dad isn't around, not that much of strict. But then I'm in UAE. It's even worse. But it's fine.
Okay, but you don't regret it, right?
Of course not.
But okay, so
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Thank you for that.
So we still want to ask a bit more about you. Like, is
Yeah.
traveling your hobby or it's like your passion since since you were born or anything?
Yeah.
But we will talk about it more
Yes.
in later
But for your
segments.
information, Dara is also Indonesian, so
Yeah.
she also just seem like them. It's just me from Malaysia.
So you didn't go anywhere. That's what you say.
Yeah. So we'll talk more with them about traveling with them. So don't go anywhere.
Just stay
be with-
tuned.
Stay tuned with us. Hi, you guys. We are back. We are at Girls
Out
Out
loud.
Loud.
So welcome back and watch us again. So
Yes.
we still have so many questions to ask
Yes.
to our wonderful guest right now. So like back to our original topic about traveling. So when did you first like become attracted, like having the desire to go traveling anywhere?
I have a desire in a specific time to other. I don't have in a specific time. It just I have been in Saudi like ever since I was kid. I wasn't exposed much to many states, so traveling I didn't have much time because of the family affairs, all the stuff. So when it came to escaping, I just didn't want to stay within the same continent.
Alright.
So I wanted to go out. So it was like I had the option either I work or continue my study. So the study, even though I don't like it, just give me the opportunity to skip. So I was like, all right, so I'll do it. And it happened like in 2011. That was the first time I came to Malaysia.
But do you have like a particular person who is giving you the inspiration to like go out of the box, out of your country?
My sisters.
Oh.
My 11 beautiful sisters, yeah.
You have 11 sisters?
From my first mom, yeah, I have 11 sisters.
Oh, that's a lot.
So I'm the only son, so I'm a bit spoiled from them. So when they see me like I'm going into depression, all that stuff, and they see what I need, they'll just go for it. Like, don't listen to your dad. If you want to do it and you think you want to do it, just do it. So they was like my backup plan and everything. So I was like, okay, I'll do it.
So basically your family like gives a lot.
Oh, my sisters.
Yeah,
I
my
won't call them
sisters.
that. I just say my sister.
Your sister is the big one. Your
Yeah,
How
sister.
about you?
Sophia.
My inspiration,
Mm-hmm.
I would say my mom.
Oh.
Because she loves to travel. She used to travel like when she was younger, like 26-year-old. You know how big China is,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So she used to travel like all over the country by herself back in the 80s, which you know, 80s. So it's quite brave of her, and she always like encourages me to go out in the world. And then we have an old saying in China, like in Chinese, that like when you go out for a mile, you learn much more compared to you read like a book.
Oh.
That is true, though.
But
you
is
learn a
there
lot.
like a traditional habit though, or only just sayings? I mean, like in some tribes in Indonesia, you are required to go out of your city and then
Really?
come back until you have money. Like
Oh, no. No, we don't have
Yeah,
that.
we
We
don't have
literally is restricted. Like, you cannot leave the house for no reason. Like, literally, like, if you have nothing to do outside, where are you going? So, especially if you're asking sponsored by your parents, like, basically, they will provide the food and everything. They will be like, where you want to go? They'll be like, I want to travel. With what money?
Oh.
With what money? You don't make your own money, so you don't have no right to go anywhere. But sometimes it's just like, if it's for the education kind of stuff, okay, they will support. So lucky me, I use that for a reason.
Okay.
So we want to ask you, we know that you guys have been traveled to some places, some country, right? So for you, Shafia, where was the first country have you traveled to?
Yeah.
Okay, that would be like the best times in my life, which is like when I was 18 years old. I traveled to Turkey to study, and I lived there for almost a year. So before that, I've never been abroad before, so like I really had a good impression for Turkey.
Wow.
That's nice.
How long have you been there?
I've been there for 10 months, like almost a year or so. Yeah, I studied Turkish there.
How about you?
Well, I'm going to Turkey soon. Do you have any advice for me, though?
Oh.
Okay, my advice is like Turkish people are like Malaysian people. Both are like extremely very nice to people.
Same, I'm Malaysian.
Yeah,
So I
but
don't need to go
different.
there.
No, you need to go there.
You already have.
What is left?
The difference is that Malaysian people will be like the quietly helping you kind. Oh, do you need any help? But the
Okay.
Turkish will be like, do you need any help, brother? Like,
Do
let me help
yourself.
you. Like that. You know, they're very
Okay.
passionate
They're
and
passionate. Oh,
very
wow.
hospitable. Very nice people. Yeah.
That's an Arab kind of attitude, I guess. A bit.
I guess
A
so.
bit,
Yeah.
But from the places you have ever been, what's your favorite place? Malaysia.
Well, see, I've been.
Make her
I
happy.
haven't traveled. If I count it, like it won't be like 5 places most. But my favorite was like first time I went to one of the states in Saudi. It's just called Taif. It's like Genting Island. It's like on top of the mountain where it gets snow and freaking cold.
Oh.
Sometimes, but when we went there, it wasn't like snowing, but it was super cold. And
So it's function if you bring the jacket.
super functioning.
Is there a
So it
camel?
was
head there?
helpless though. It was super cold. Camels, no, they cannot climb mountains yet. But we do have monkeys. So it was super cold. We were enjoying it, having fun. We used my dad's car, the big van, and we bought a few of our sister, like whoever wants to go, because it was during Hari Raya. So a few people stayed like, oh, we want to enjoy the family gathering. Few of us was like, okay, we want to try something new, and I joined the something new.
Okay.
And we went there. We stayed there like for 2 days, but we forgot that we have to climb on a mountain because but we took the gym car, which doesn't support climbing up, going uphill. So
Unfortunate.
on the way back, we were just hoping the car just to reach home. So it was like it was a new brand car, but once we return it back, until now it cannot work.
Okay.
Until today. But then the worst part was like, even though it was beautiful, like 5 of us got sick for 1 week on bed because of the weather. It was super
my
cold.
God.
So you had like coughing, flu, sneezing, all that, vomiting, all that, like full package of disease for
But you
each of
enjoyed that, right?
But
you
it was
enjoyed
super
that.
amazing. It was
Okay.
something new. Our family haven't tried, and from that day, it was like a huge bomb in the house. Like everyone want to go some places, but no one can go.
Like Shafia, you say that you went to Turkey for study. Is
Yeah.
there any other country that you went for a vacation?
Oh yeah.
Ah.
So like most countries that I've been to are like Asian countries. So I've been to Brunei and Vietnam, Thailand, and anywhere else I don't remember. I think there are total 5 countries.
Oh.
Yeah, total 5 countries I've been to.
Did you go alone or?
Ah.
Well, when I went to Brunei, I went with my mom, and when I went to Thailand, I went with my friends, my Thai friends and my Turkish friends. And then when I went to Vietnam, it was with mostly Malaysians and some international.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you guys never traveled actually alone?
Alone, no.
Mm.
Alone, I
Yes.
did Makkah, Medina. That was like I don't call them traveling to myself.
Like when I went to Turkey, it was by myself.
Oh,
wow, that was
oh yeah, of course,
Yeah.
because you are
Study.
going there for study.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So
But do you want to go traveling alone sometimes, like for not
Uh-uh.
for studying, like actually exploring by yourself?
Absolutely, yes, of course
yeah,
I
I
do.
think that would be a
Oh.
good
Like
idea.
I want to do this one of the backpack traveling. You just have your
Oh.
bag and just get out of the house and do whatever comes on your way. That's one of the things. Like I've seen I don't know, one of the celebrities once tried like going into a stranger's car and let them drop you whatever they want and you just
Oh,
continue
wow.
from there.
It's very bold.
It is. So I
That's
want to
kinda
try that kind of
adventurous.
stuff. Like just go on a highway, ask for a stop, and throw me in the next stop.
I still want my kidney, so no.
No, I just like extreme challenging something because you don't know what is coming.
Yeah.
So once you survive, it's a story to tell. So that's one thing that I want to do myself. Like it will
Yeah,
be
that's
story.
pretty
It's nice
cool.
stories to tell. What you have overcome and what you went through, even if it's bad, like someone's stealing all your money or whatever, which I wish not. But it will end up to be a good memories somehow.
Yeah, it would be.
So we know that you guys have been in Malaysia for study, like maybe you for 2 years,
1 year and a half.
1 year and a half, and you are 4 years.
I have
5
been
years?
in Malaysia for 7 years since
7.
2011.
Oh,
So what are the most interesting place or have you guys visit in Malaysia?
Oh, so many.
The best one.
the best one.
Best
Best
one.
one.
Okay, the best one I would say.
What okay?
No way.
IUM.
No way.
No, I mean the stairs.
IUA is one of the. It's on the top 15. I won't
first
say
one.
top 10.
I'm so scared just now.
It's on the top 50 IUM. Even though I have only 10 lists.
But it's
On my list, I have only 10. But my favorite will be. I'm confused either Perhentian or Langkawi.
Langkawi.
Perhentian.
The beach,
Definitely
is it?
Perhentian.
But Langkawi, I like Langkawi. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've never been to Langkawi.
You've never been.
For me, it's definitely Palau Perhentian.
Oh.
Definitely.
That was my last visit though. My last trip was Perhentian, so it was super good. It
Amazing.
was amazing.
I've
The
never been
weather.
there.
and
You
everything.
should.
You should
won't
go.
I'm
regret
a
it.
tourist.
I've been to Langkawi for quite 5.
So you Malaysian, you haven't been to
Yeah.
Perhentian yet. You haven't been to Perhentian
I
yet.
live here
Like
since
how
you
long
were
you have been in
born.
Malaysia though? I have been here 7
Since he
years
was
and I got
born.
the chance to go there.
Okay, we will argue that with Bern after this. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hi guys, we are back. You guys are watching Girls Out Loud. Still, we have Bert and Shafia here. A lot more to ask them about travel. So, we want to ask the next question about you. You guys are from Somalia and China, right?
Yeah.
What are the best airlines that you always use?
Air China. It's the truth for me, yeah.
Is it like from
How many
the family
flights do you
China?
travel?
Like probably just like 3 or 4. I've been meaning to try Turkish airline, but I never got the chance. But I do really like Air China because like they provide food for free, and then the attendants are like flight attendants are very nice, and not saying that other airline attendants
You
not nice,
already
but they're
did,
just
though.
no, I'm not saying that.
Implicitly.
But they're extra nice, like
But how many air flights did you travel?
very few, I think. Probably 3 or 4 that I
Just
don't
Chinese?
remember. Oh, maybe 5 or 6. There are some other like small airline companies
Okay.
as well. Yeah.
I have been to Qatar Airline, Saudi Airline, Malaysian Airline, Air Asia Airline. What else? Etihad Airline.
Where did you go when you take that?
I was going back home. I was going back home. It's not cheap, but it's super comfy. It's not even. It's a business class though, and you get that so far. Like it's as wild as this show, like literally. And you just get sit into it, and most likely you can get like the 3 seat next to you empty.
Oh,
So you can have the whole place
Yeah,
to
yeah,
yourself
yeah, I
to
know.
sleep over, and the screen is amazing. They have like the TV screen, the small screen. It's super advanced, so the quality of it, I don't know what is it called, but it's nice to watch your movies or wherever and fall asleep.
is it like the high-end airline in your country, or it's quite affordable?
It's
for
it's expensive. It's not affordable actually. It's expensive, but I had to go back.
Yes.
And
You have
we
to
don't
go
much
back.
much of options, so except that actually this is what we do. Whenever we want to go back, we have to go through the whole airlines that going on that day and
Yes,
see the
yes.
cheapest one, and we just choose. But I'll just pray for the Saudi to be the cheapest, and it just happened like 2 times. Qatar Airline is nice. Malaysian Airline is amazing because this is what they bring for you once you enter it. The plastic bag full of nuts.
Oh,
for real?
yeah,
I
that
didn't know
one.
that.
Oh, that's so nice.
That's what they
because
give you as
Indonesia
the
was so
first welcoming
close.
things. That's the
Like
nut.
for everyone,
Everyone in the whole planet.
and even if you're like not business class or first
Not
class.
even if you're allergic, they'll still give it to you. They'll still give it to you.
Are you asking me?
They won't care. Like literally, take one,
So
and you just
nice.
have to take it. It was the best nuts I have tried in my life. But even though it's like no nuts November, but yeah.
Well, plain nuts are the best nuts.
So there are rumors that say that men are expert to read maps compared to women. Is it true? I mean, when you go travel anywhere,
Okay.
or it just to what we call ways. Like for example, you went out to KL or whatever ways.
Near places.
Men are better to read that map.
Read the map.
Yeah.
And lead the way to travel. Is that
Better
true?
than women.
Since
Is it
it's
true?
girls are allowed, I'll leave the opportunity to answer first.
Yeah, he's smart. He's smart.
No, so I know what I would say after.
Well, I guess from my perspective, I'm not sure if men are actually better at reading maps compared to women. But I do know one thing that most men are scared to do, which is asking for directions. They never do that.
Because
Most
we're
of them-
good.
No, you
Because
could
we're
possibly
good.
be
We don't.
lost,
We
and you
don't
still
need
don't
to ask
wanna-
for direction
you still
because
don't wanna
we
ask
know
for
where we're
directions.
going.
No.
We
Even
do
if
know
you
where
don't
we're
know,
going.
even if you're lost, they will still not want to ask for directions. Somehow it's
You know,
embarrassing for
there
them.
is a saying in Arab, I don't know, so they say like, if you ask, you won't get lost.
Oh.
Yeah.
But
It
why
is
would
also
ask when I know
Indonesian.
the direction? Literally,
But
that's
what
the
if,
question.
what if
Ah.
you don't know the direction?
Bing, bing.
It never happened to me.
It never happened.
No,
Yeah.
it does.
Never
It does. If it's a new places, yeah. But I don't think a man would be lost in an environment that he knows. But just like he's not better than. This is a simple scenario. Okay, I have been going with my sister shopping in this mall in Saudi Arabia. They used to call it Al Bawadi. They cannot recall where they bought their stuff from.
It sounds like me actually.
Literally though, they cannot remember. So even if I didn't went out with them and they will come back home, Bakar, like, can you return this for me and change it to different size? but she doesn't know the place. But literally, I know. I can figure out what place is it without me not being with her. Like literally, she would tell me, "This is what I remember when I left this place." Like I'm not sure because I have been to 3 places. So one place looks like this, the other place looks like this, and this place looks like this. So I have to go and figure out the 3 shops inside that mall. So it's simple. Like I will call them sometime. Like I have to pick them up. Where you guys at? At the front door or the back door? On the side. Which door are you? We don't know. What do you see in front of you? Okay, that place. Okay, you are on the 5th door. Just wait. That's how it is. Those are my sisters that I'm not judging in general, but men's are good at that.
Yeah.
The
conclusion. The
did
conclusion
you have,
is.
did you have like a bad experience traveling with your boy friends? I mean, like boy friends.
Oh yeah, like, as a friend.
I don't have boyfriends. Of course, but like I've got like my brother and like my dad, and usually I found that like my male relatives, they don't like tend to like ask for directions, even if just like my friends, they're all like, oh, you know, I know the direction, but even if we're actually lost, they'll be like, no, I know where to go, this is the way to go, and then we're totally lost, and then they still like, I'm just like, come on, just let me ask the directions. No, you don't go ask for directions. I know the way, okay? I know the way.
No, it's being lost. I think it's part of the trip, though, somehow.
Experience, right?
Yeah,
But like for the safety, like do you guys think it's safe for like girls alone traveling, or just not alone but only a bunch of girls without boys like guarding them or something?
Well, I don't mind bunch of girls going along.
Like for example, like you have a lot of sisters. Like do your parents or you like allow them to travel alone so far without? It
happened. They traveled alone like to Egypt before. 3 of my sisters only. But I won't feel safe. Like I feel like a man has to be with them. Like I have that curiosity. Like they need a man in the house somehow, someone to look after them. But they proved me wrong somehow. They went there, finished their education, they came back, and now they boss me around.
Like you, Shafia?
Well, I think, wait, what was the question again?
Have you ever been travel alone?
Oh yeah, I've been travel alone before.
Do you feel
like,
safe when you're traveling alone with
I somehow feel like it is safe because they were like, I always travel, like if it was with my friends, it's always just like girls. Like 4 of us girls, we went to Thailand, and one of my friends is from Thailand, and then the rest 2 girls were Turkish, and then it's just 4 of us, and then like we had a lot of fun actually. We even like roaming through the street of Bangkok in the middle of the night, which we probably shouldn't. Like, but then like somehow nothing happened to us.
So that's the thing. But let's say if you have your brother in the group, they will be stricter. Like there are certain things you wanna do. So probably. I think any of my sisters, if they want to go to places, they would avoid me to join them because I'll be telling them, oh, we can't do that.
They don't
Same
want
goes
to be
with
there.
men. Like literally, when they go to like only guys, they'll be doing the stuff that they don't want to be seen doing it with the sister or whatever. So that's the thing. So I really don't see girls going alone. It's not safe, but
you have to have some men.
No, of course, like if the person is adult enough, you should put like some trust in it. So whatever they're doing, they're adult, they know what they're doing. So it will be fine after all.
But some parents in Malaysia, they're not allowing their daughter to go out.
I think that's somehow not necessarily related to whether men or women are stronger, but it's just like how society expects people, like maybe like villains and bad people. If they see you just like girls, they probably like feeling like, oh, it's capable for them to do something bad to you. But if there are men present, and then they'll be like, well, we probably shouldn't do that and all, like not necessarily related to.
I don't think that is true, because if something bad happening in front of me, I'll be the first one to run. I won't look at my sister like I'll tell her like, you see all that coming, right? Let's run.
Yeah, but they would still be scared of you if they just see a man there. They probably
that's the thing. Because see, this is how my father thinks. My father will put all the negative things first. Like we list them down. Like if my sister say like we want to do this, okay, wait, this 1, 2 negative, 3 negative. Like he will count all the negativity that may happen. Then he will say like, no, but you didn't even look at the bright side of this, the whole thing. Like I'm gonna get my knowledge, and then when I come back, I can help the family with my education and all that. So step by step, we can send 1, 2 sister with us. But now he changed. Luckily, after we force him, we have to put him just in the situation. But it's just like it's a cultural thing where the parents have that fear of the society because they grow up in a society where it was tough. When the changes, they cannot see it. and they're afraid of their kids to face those obstacles.
So for us, it's you need to have some trust to girls also, right?
Probably, of course.
Yeah.
We still have so many things to discuss after this to our amazing guest.
So
Who
we'll
is so
be
brave traveling anywhere. So stay tuned.
We'll be right back. We are back. You guys are watching Girls Out Loud. So, why you laugh, Dara?
Can't I? Okay, so now we're gonna discussing more.
Yes, about travel.
Yeah, about travel.
This episode is travel edition. Okay.
So of course we're gonna discuss about travel.
Yes.
So Shafia and Bern.
Yep.
Okay.
You guys are right.
Burn, Mr.
Burn.
Okay.
You know why they call me Burn, right?
Mr. Burns?
No. Because literally Bakar in Malaysia means like
Burn.
Burn. Oh, okay. You probably give burns to people a lot.
I have no idea, but I'm burned actually. Yeah, continue.
The guest stop, yeah.
Okay. So like we want to know like when you guys are traveling to another countries, have you ever been like discriminated? If it is like because you are Muslim or it's because like they're just not seeing foreigner in daily basis. And
I would say I experienced more of that in my own country.
So it's normal, I guess. Literally, we have seen it. I have seen it in Saudi as well, being discriminated. But it's I got used to it. Since I was young, I used to see it. It doesn't bother me anymore. But it's just like you see different kind of it in every place. You know? Like in Saudi, the discrimination is okay. It's majority people come first, then the rest of the people, because that's every government does. Like, they care about the people, then the second population. I don't know, but when I came to Malaysia, I was looked as a Nigerian, and I was like, okay, let's stop there. I'm not tall, first of all.
Well, are Nigerians supposed to be taller?
Oh, they are.
Oh.
They are tall.
Okay.
Nice fact.
Not that only, but yeah, they are. Then they are masculine and buff, like huge, like big buffalo dudes, like.
But not Somalians.
Somalians are weak, like we are poor, like literally we got nothing in our country. Like basically we are like, we come into two deep categories. Like either you have a big belly and a big butt, or super thin and tall. I'm a different guy. Like I came Somali and short, so thanks mom and dad for that genes. So it was like when he called me, I was like, it was in Taman Melati, Taman Melati, right? It was during Ramadan. I went to pick up one of my friends, and it was quite hot, so I was wearing like a short sleeve because I'm outside UAE. I don't have to cover no aura or anything. So I was like, you're out of UAE, just be non-Muslim for a while. So I was just being myself, and he came and asked me, where's your ID? I showed him, but then he didn't approve of it. And he was like, are you Nigerian? And I was like, oh hell no, no, I'm not. But he assumed that I'm Nigerian, but I just want to see the end of the situation. So I was like, let's go inside the car. No, why not? Get me inside the car, let's go to the police. I was fine with the whole trip or whatever process that he wants to. It was after Maghrib, almost Tarawih time, and we went there and he started calling the uni, like just to confirm with the ID and everything, because at the back of the matric we have the uni number and the immigration. But I don't know how smart he was, because it's after Tarawih. Who will pick who works at that time?
Yes.
Yeah,
But
true.
he kept on calling, and he was telling me like, no one will answer. I was like, do you know even what time is it right now? Like, he said like, okay, you know what? Let me just send you back from where I picked you up. So I was with my friend at that time. So and I told him like, what made you think I'm Somalian?
Your friend is Malaysian or?
No, the funny part was my friend was the Nigerian guy.
Oh.
Not me.
But
though.
Ollie,
But
you
he
were-
didn't see it. He didn't see it. His ego just blinded him. He was like, you Nigerian. And the way I approached him was like so a bit offensive. Like I was like, basically, you are a police officer, I understand, but this is my document I showed to you. You have nothing on me. You don't have no right to question me. Like, let me be. And that's what pissed him off, and he was like,
There's
let's
still
go
like
along.
prejudice based on just.
No, but that was a long time ago, though. So I think during that time it was secured.
What
place.
year? What year was it? Do you remember?
2014 or 15.
Oh.
So it was like a long time ago. He's fine, the guy I met with him. After that, he started making funny jokes. Like he literally went like in Taman Melati, there are like areas where Somali people live in. So he was like, he went in around those areas and he was telling me, see, those are Somalian, those are Somalian, those are Somalian. But you don't look like Somalian. I was like, I get that a lot, but my ID says so. I'm sorry.
How about you, Shafia? Like you said, you were like more discriminated in your own country. It's because you don't look.
Unfortunately, yeah, because I wear hijab. That's why.
Oh.
Yeah, because most Chinese are not like really aware of Islam. Like why would we wear this?
What city were you from?
I'm from Beijing, so like the capital. We do have sorry. So we do have like Muslims in Beijing, but like majority people are like from the Han ethnicity, so they're like they don't like most of them don't really have an understanding of what Islam is, who Muslims are. So when they see you wearing this, they just be like, why are you wearing this piece of cloth on your head? Are you not feeling hot? Like,
It's a fashion.
not really.
Tell your secret.
How do you explain to them?
Yeah, like it was kind of like difficult for me, but I think like for people who are like mostly educated, like working people, they've seen more, they know more, so they'll be like, they see me like normal, right? But then for people, especially like machis and pachis, they'll be like, whoa, why are you
doing this to
like,
yourself?
like that? Yeah, exactly. So it kind of makes me feel like, okay, I don't want people staring at me. Yeah,
It's okay.
So-
Nobody stares at you in your
yeah, exactly. That's what I actually feel, because like when I'm in my own country, I feel like I'm a foreigner, but when I'm here in Malaysia or in Turkey, I feel like I'm one of you, because like
Welcome to
everyone.
Malaysia.
Thank
No,
you.
but true though, you guys don't stare at each other wearing scarves, right? But if you guys see a female wearing fully abaya, like totally from top
No,
to
you
tour.
still wouldn't stare.
No, but they stare in outside UAE though. Like literally, people look
yeah,
at them. Don't
probably.
she feel hot? No, well, she does, of course.
Yes, yes.
She does, of course. But the religion somehow, sorry, it's the religion. It's forcing us. But my sister came here once and they
Don't
were
put
like,
blame.
okay, just with the scarf, but they're still wearing their baya, and it wasn't. The weather wasn't that good or not that bad. Like it's raining, and sometimes it goes like quiet, like no winds at all. And I was asking them like, don't take it off, but just answer my question. Do you feel hot? Yes or no? Of course it is hot.
Yes, of course. We also thank you for understanding us.
Thank
So after this,
Maybe you try to do it as well.
With the serious issue,
No,
now
like-
we're gonna.
we're gonna play a game,
Mhm.
a little big game. So
Okay.
it's like, oh my god. So we have a few countries
Okay.
here. So I will act, and you guess the country.
You make sure you act properly.
Yes, it's easier.
Can she act scenery?
Okay, the
you,
first
you
one.
act like what kind of act?
Yeah.
If it's Indian, you
It's a
would dance
song.
basically.
Sometimes it's a clue for the country.
Okay.
Okay, the first one. An animal. I need to put it aside.
I can stand in front
Also
of
this
us.
one, hold it for me.
Thank you.
This.
Australia.
Yes.
Kangaroo.
Oh.
Yes.
Wow, I did not get that.
Okay, you
But
do
that
it.
was a cute kangaroo. I never know kangaroos make sounds though.
I see.
I don't know the sound.
Country people.
Yeah.
Yes. You do it. You know
Oh.
this one?
Good luck.
How was I supposed to get?
Okay.
are we supposed to
Do we
get
have
it
to
from-
act after you guys
No,
go,
no,
right?
no,
Oh,
no.
thank
Only
God.
we at you guess.
That's an animal? Does that?
No,
work?
No. Zoom.
No, this is
Wait.
like.
This is hard because
Oh,
it
yeah,
can
yeah,
from
it's
any
a-
aspect.
Is it a human or
No, no,
animal?
it's
it's
a
like-
country.
Okay.
It's
It's
a
a
rich
country.
country.
Yes.
Oh, so tall.
Ooh, so tall.
The tallest
We can
tallest
also.
tower in the world.
Yes.
Abu Dhabi.
Yes.
Thank God. But
I-
be careful. Like,
Two
the
points.
tallest,
Mine
the
is
tallest
like-
tower in the world in few years will be in Saudi though.
Oh.
The latest one. I think.
Promotion.
Okay, this one.
That's you, I guess.
I'm really bad at this game. I don't know
No, that's
no.
your country, I guess. No, I'm just guessing.
Japanese.
Yes.
Our Chinese doesn't do that.
The Chinese, you don't
Oh.
follow.
No.
You try this one.
Chinese.
But
No.
In
who
China.
do this, though?
We do this probably. Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody does that anymore. But
This
like
is India.
Okay,
Oh,
the fourth one.
this is so
the
easy.
Japanese bow a lot.
Okay,
This
the
is
fourth.
don't be.
Yeah,
Is it
This is so
racist?
easy.
Is a bird, the biggest bird.
Do I have to guess the bird or the country?
Indonesia. Indonesia. Okay.
Yes, 2-2. Okay,
That's
last.
why I say.
Are we competing right now?
Yes.
I thought we were one
Okay,
team.
last one, last
I
one.
thought we were one team.
Last
No,
one,
he's
no.
good.
Oh, right, this one. Hold it.
Indian.
No. You went there and everyone's wearing...
Hawaii.
Maldives.
Yes.
Actually, Maldives.
Congrats, Burn.
Sorry,
Congrats. So the game, Burn is
I
good in
travel
this
a lot,
game.
that's why.
But there are a lot more, but we couldn't do that all because we have a
Another.
commercial break after this. So don't go anywhere.
We're still gonna discuss many things. like
Yes,
that.
be right back. are back. You guys are watching Girls
Out Loud.
Yes. So we have played a game with the guys just now, and Bern won the game.
It's
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I don't care.
Okay, so we're still gonna talk about some things to you guys, and it's like now we want to know if like what are the hardships you ever met when you were traveling? Like,
go first.
You want to think?
Okay.
Yeah.
The hardest hardship I've probably ever been through would definitely be the trip to the mountain here, mountain here in KL. Like,
Climbing, give me.
climbing mountains. Yeah, but the thing is, like, we went there as like probably four of us, and then like it suddenly started to. It was actually a bigger group, but then just the four of us was together at the time, and then it started to rain so heavily, and we were stuck in the mountain. And then like there were leeches on my.
I know this.
Like I was wearing white socks. I wasn't even realizing what's going on, and then there was blood on my socks.
Wow.
And I'm just like, I'm not even feeling anything. And
Just
then,
keep sucking the blood from you.
yeah,
Wow.
like, and the thing is, you don't feel anything, and like it's really disgusting. Especially like it's raining so big, and we haven't got off the mountain yet. We need to climb off the mountain. So like it was muddy field, like your feet are like you in the entirety of you are like all wet with rains, and like the roads are slippery, and then like it was like
It was in
miserable.
Malaysia?
Yeah, it was in Malaysia.
Didn't you have like tour guide or something, or it's just
No, it was
really
just
for
us students. It was just us students. And then like my phone got into water. My friends new iPhone 7 got into water as well. Like it was a terrible, and the most expensive trip.
That was the worst. I can't compete with that one. I can't compete. The only thing I would say, like, I don't know why every travels we go to in Malaysia, it has to have like climbing part.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know. Honestly, I have been with many people traveling like Langkawi, Perhentian. Here in
those were the best.
KL, like literally, you have to climb for every place you go
You have to climb in Langkawi?
In Langkawi? No, in Langkawi, no. No, we do. Yeah, we
You
do.
went
We
to
have
Gunung
have
Macincu.
to using the
Cable car.
thankfully the cable.
Oh.
But in Perhentian, we have to go like it's not that far. Actually, it's like 30 minutes. But it just make you curse through the whole way. Like literally, you could be the nicest person in the world, but you will be cursing all the through. Like I've been like, Bukit Tabor, this one behind you. I don't know what's it called. I like the top. When I go to reach the top, the view is amazing.
Definitely.
But don't ask me to climb it. I'll be cursing. I'll be asking people. I'll show you off the cliff once we reach there and everything. I'll be like literally, I'm a dead zone. Like don't come close to me like when I'm climbing. But the worst thing that happened traveling will be like finding people to go along with. That's the worst part, because once you plan, first of all, you have to plan with budget.
Yes.
And okay, you make the budget ready. Okay, our budget, for example, let's say 500, max 3 days with the food, with the hostel, with the moving around. 5 is done. Okay, who wants to tag along? Okay, like we will find like 5, 4, 7. The number will keep on going. Okay, we set the date. Somehow, half of the people cannot make it on that day. Like literally, like why then? Then we have to arrange on a different date. Then another people cannot make it. So you just to find the right date, all of us to go is difficult. So I always like prefer to make it small group. Like the first 3 people or 4 people that you decided to go with at the beginning, and don't make the circle big. Like don't go, okay, I want to invite my other friends. Don't do that. Like just go with the minimum people that you have.
That's one tip.
That's
one tip.
So
Or simple way, like just go with rich people.
Like as we know that you are from China, right?
Yeah.
If I was first time traveling to China, what is the first place I should visit?
I would say the Great Wall of China with Tiananmen Square. That would be like, because it's very signal for China, it would be a like signature place. Yeah, definitely.
Do I need to climb?
Actually, you do. And you know what? You get a medal, but you have to buy it.
Oh no, thank you.
No, you buy the medal for
Like I
going
have
to
to
the Great
climb
Wall.
and I have to buy for my achievement.
Hey, my
That's
parents
nice,
bought
though.
for our achievement when we were 5 years old, and we climbed the Great Wall of China because Chairman Mao, which is the founder of our country, once said, okay, I know how they sound, but just let me finish, okay? He once said, if you've never climbed the Great Wall of China, you're not a great man.
Oh.
You have to be a great
Well,
man.
I'm not going to China to prove that.
You probably should. It's pretty good.
Maybe it's
that's
just
a real
implemented
big
for
problem.
Chinese people.
Yes, like if I went to Somalia, what was you would recommend to me?
I'll tell you not to go there. I've never been there myself. So it would be a nice idea if you went together, seriously, because there are nice places to see, because they say we have the long side beach in Africa. So I haven't had the opportunity to go to Somalia. But
Do you still have relatives in there?
badly, yeah.
Why badly?
Badly, because they had to go recently. Like I was like, why? We were living in Saudi, we were born there, but somehow they had to go and change their life over there. The only reason I will go, it would be them to visit, but I never had an idea to go there in Somalia actually. To visit places. I don't know if you guys know about Somalia, but we have civil wars still going on, and we have poor places, and somehow like
Sorry to hear that.
group of people like just fighting for no reason. So it's a bit of danger. Certain areas are dangerous. So just hearing from the news, I have the stereotype in my mind, that's a scary place, I don't want to go. But it's still people like, we have like Hargeisa, which is a nice place to visit. Hammer, where is my hometown.
Yeah.
So
Maybe
one
I
day,
just can go to your home.
it would be nice if we went together so we can know
some
like,
challenges.
this together though. But if you ask me about Saudi, I'll tell you to go to Jeddah.
Jeddah.
Yeah, most people will go like Mecca, Medina, Umrah,
Or Hajj,
Hajj.
yeah.
That's your religion.
Ah.
But if you want to go to see places, Jeddah is like one of the finest places to visit in Saudi.
So, before we end the show, we want to ask your advice to all the audience out there
Audience?
about traveling.
Or maybe like how to save up
Yes.
for traveling, because we're like
But the
just making
sacrifice.
plans but not actually
Yeah.
go because like, oh, don't have money lah.
How to save up money? You have to work your body off. You have to work your body off, literally. See, because if your parents are not supporting you with the money, because you are not rich,
Yes.
simply to say it, you have to know how to save money. Like basically, this is how I used to do. I'll spend 10 ringgit per day. My allowance is 600 per month, so I'll spend like 10 per day, so I can have at the end of the month like 300. So I'll save up this 300 just for one trip in a year.
So you have to be like persistent.
Super persistence, like literally you go up nasi and only, not even soup sometimes.
Refuse.
Just to make
The
like,
good food.
I'll just spend that 10 ringgit per day. Or sometimes you just have to do fasting would be nice. With reward,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
Muslim.
Both
see?
reward.
Both reward. You can save your money, you can get rewards. But what else to say, like just go for it. Like literally just go for it.
Yeah.
Even if it's one day trip. Like as far as I know, my friends go like for one day trip. Like one day a weekend, just go and come back the next day. It's fine. Like literally, you don't need an hostel, just a ticket flight. Sleep in the flight and go jalan there and the trip back. So you have that's it. Simply to put it that way.
Really nice.
And about you, Shafia, do you have like tips on maybe like picking cheap hotels or flights?
I have two advice
Oh,
for the audience out
okay.
there. Like the first one would be, in order for you to save up money, like if you don't wanna like skip your food, you probably wanna get a job. Yeah, that probably would be better. Like anything you can do, maybe like translating or whatever. Like also look up for good hotels. Book
Yeah.
before you go. Also
Yeah.
check your flights.
Research.
And
Do
like
some
if you are
research.
going by second advice, very important, if you're going to fly to a foreign countries, please check your visa, because some embassies are quite irresponsible and then
Yeah.
they print your name wrong and then your plane tickets goes to waste. So
Have you ever
Yeah.
experienced that? Like,
yes,
Oh.
unfortunately, yeah, I did. Yeah.
No, we have to. My sister, they were coming from Saudi to here, so they have to be rejected because Somalian cannot come here. Except they have, especially if they're coming out of Saudi, they should have like the ticket way out and in, like 2 ways. They should have the tickets only unlimited for 15 days only. So they only have to cut that ticket. So if you don't have this ticket, you can't come.
Bad thing. It's a bad.
So you have
it
to be
happened.
prepared and you know where you're going
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
government
Yes.
and
Be
the
diligent.
emergency.
Yes.
Be diligent with the names on your visa. They print one letter wrong and you're
Screwed, done.
Alright.
Bye bye.
Thank you so much, Bern
Welcome.
and Shafia, for
Bye.
coming and share with us. useful tips for us
Thank
about
you.
traveling. And
Thank
you so
you.
much.
Thank you for having us.
Let's change it. Let's
It's
change
all
this
from
show's
this
name though.
week. We will see you next week on Girls Out
Boys out
Loud.
loud.